Recently, I recorded a video where I showed you our brand new UVC water faucet from Blu Technology, and I have to tell you, we are loving that faucet. But during that video, I told you I was going to put out a second video showing you what I think is the ultimate water system for an RVer, and we're going to do that starting right now. Welcome back, everyone. My name's Patrick, and I am so excited you stopped by today. Now, I want to share with you what I believe might be the ultimate water system for an RV owner. And it comes to us from our friends up in Michigan at Blu Technology. Now, it is a veteran-owned small business that we have been working with for several years, and they have sent us a ton of different parts and pieces that they sell over the years so that we could try them. And I put them all together, and I want to share a couple new things that they sent us, and I also want to show you this amazing water system that we have. Now, I always like to say right up front, every accessory that's out there for RVers may not be for everyone, depending on how you RV. If you're just going out on the weekends, then you may not need this ultimate water system, but there may be parts and pieces that could be very useful to you. On the other hand, if you're full-time living in your RV like we are certainly glad that we have it. Now, as always, I'm putting this video out for Blu Technology. They didn't ask me to do it, but they have sent me all these parts and pieces over the years, so I always like to be open and honest about that right up front. This particular video was just something that I wanted to share with you so you could see the whole system put together and a few of these new items that we've acquired along the way that I haven't done specific videos of. So let's head to the other side of the trailer and we'll get started. So our ultimate water system, as I like to call it, starts right here at the spigot. And for starters, Blu Technology uses these quick connects, stainless steel, high quality, everything just clips apart. It makes tear down and setup so easy for us when we are traveling. But then the first thing you'll see here is this three-way splitter. Absolutely love this. You can see I've got a quick connect on there because I have a dedicated hose for black tank flush. I'm able to just quickly put that on there and run it over to the black tank flush fitting, and I also have a quick connector, as you'll see in a minute, for that. It also leaves me an extra one if I want to hook up a hose for watering or things like that. Next, attached to that is their water pressure regulator, and that way I can come down here and adjust the water pressure to whatever we need to be, because you know every park is a little bit different. Here at Happy Acres Campground in Angola, Indiana, where we reside 7 months out of the year, we have, you know, really good water pressure, but it's regulated to try to protect all of our RVers. But I always say it's always good to still have one of these on there just as protection for your water system. And so when you look at this, we have two different items that you could purchase from Blu Tech if you chose to. And but I really like this three-way splitter and this together because I just think it makes a great combination. Now, the next thing that I have highlighted in prior videos are these braided hoses. Now, the original video I put out, I was actually very skeptical when Blu Technology sent me these hoses because they are so small, and I thought there is no way that this is going to be able to provide us the water pressure that we need. And boy, was I wrong. In my test, I found that we still had the same water pressure whether I used a bigger hose or the smaller Blu Technology braided hoses. Now, I will say, as I said in that test, when it comes to volume, it takes me a little longer to fill our fresh water tank because it is a smaller hose. But when it comes to pressure, same exact pressure with the smaller hose. The other thing that I really like is they sell these hoses in different lengths, so you can make combinations. You don't have to have just one huge hose, and then you can just use their quick connects to connect them together, kind of like I've done here. And, you know, being that they're smaller, they take up less space when we do travel, and I love the braided because it helps protect them against things like this rock that they're currently laying. Now, I'm sure you're saying, Patrick, I can buy a splitter, a water pressure regulator, and a hose out at any big box store for very little cost, significantly cheaper than the products you're talking about on Blu Technology's website. And that is true, but here's the difference. What are they made of and how long are they going to last? And one of the reasons I really like Blu Technology as a company is because they use high quality materials to make products that are going to last, that I'm not going to have to replace every year like I used to. So you ultimately have to decide how much you want to expend for your accessories and how you're going to be using them, and if you're looking for that long-term durability. But we have been using, for instance, these hoses, that splitter and that regulator now for a couple of years. And in the past, I had to replace those types of parts about every 2 years. These don't even look like they've hardly been used. They are holding up great, and that's what you're paying for, is quality. Now, let's go look at the rest of what really makes this system what I think the ultimate water system for us. And it all starts right here with our Blu Technology R3 water filtration system. Now, this is a 3-stage water filter. We have the sediment filter at the start. We have the tasty filter, which helps with the taste. And then finally, we have the safety filter, which is going to help filter out any bacteria and anything that's harmful in the drinking water. And if you watch our channel, you know we've been running this since the days of our Lance camper. That's how long we've had it. And honestly, we love it. Blu Technology said, we want you to try out our water softener, which is right over here. Now, we've also been using this for a couple years, and it's amazing because anytime I need to recharge, we know it, because when you have good softened water, you get a really good lather. The water just rolls off of your skin, and we absolutely love this. Again, stainless steel construction. I have their brand new cap on the top, which makes regeneration a lot easier and backwashing a lot easier. We just use Morton's table salt, put one in about every 30 days. And it keeps our water super soft, keeps a nice rich lather in the shower, and this has been a great addition to our water filtration system. But that's not all. You see, our well water here at Happy Acres has a very high iron content in it, and last year our shower was turning orange, our sinks were turning orange. My wife's hairdresser was not happy because her hair was getting all weird because of the iron. And I had reached out to Blu Tech, and they said, funny you should say something, because we've got a product that's going to be coming out in the spring, and it should take care of your issues. And so they sent me this next product back in March. We've had it hooked up since the day we moved in here this year, and so far our shower is as white as the day we purchased the trailer. And let me show you what that is. Now, you're probably thinking, Patrick, that's the water softener, but it's not. This is their brand new chai filter. Chai is short for chlorine, hydrogen sulfide, and iron. This filter is designed to address those 3 specific issues, and if you're a full-time RVer and you're in parks that have those issues, this may be the solution for you. And again, notice, same stainless steel construction. I have my quick fittings on both sides so that if we are on the road, it's easy to take it apart and put it back together. And like I said, this new chai filter that they sell on their website, it has solved our problems, and even Patty's hairdresser is saying, hey, your hair looks great this year, what's going on? And the simple answer was, it's the new filter from Blu Technology. And all of that combined completes our ultimate water filtration system, right up to the point where it goes into our RV with their 90-degree elbow that we use with a quick connect fitting. I never even take this off. I just quickly release the hose with the quick connect, and we go from there. But that's not all. I got 2 more products I want to show you that they sent me that I think are pretty interesting. And the first one is right here. You're like, yeah, it's a quick connect. Yeah, it is a quick connect. But on the other end, this thing will attach to just about any worn out old spigot or hose that you have. Maybe you can't get it to go on, because think of this as kind of like one of those shark bites. You just kind of put it on, and then this will just crank it until you are tight around those fittings. So you don't actually have to screw it on, you just have to get it on, and then this will tighten down. This could come in really handy if you're at a campground and you can't get their fittings to work. And I think this is a pretty cool product. Now, for that last product, we have to take a little bit of a golf cart ride. We need to head up to the pool area here at the campground, because this next device is definitely something RVers could use, but we actually found it actually works really good for us here at the campground. And the product is a water meter. That's right, a water meter. And again, notice signature Blu Technology quick connect fittings on both ends, stainless steel construction on the flow through. And this is a way to measure how much water you're actually putting into, in our case, the pool, or if we're getting ready to travel and we want water for overnight stays at Cracker Barrels and Harvest Host, I can actually measure how many gallons I'm putting into my RV tank, so that I don't just have to guess if we're going to have enough, or I don't have to run with a full tank because I don't know exactly how much I'm putting in. This is digital. You can reset it after each use, and you can see here it's pretty darn accurate because it's telling us we put into the pool 301.93 gallons yesterday. It's been super hot here in Indiana, and so we had to put in some extra water. And this is a really nice product. It's well built, like all their products, heavy duty construction, and honestly, their products just look nice as well as they work well too. So there you have it, our ultimate water system for RV from Blu Technology. Again, located up in Kalamazoo, Michigan, veteran owned, and I just think they make some great products. Takes us from the spigot right to our RV, and then once inside our RV with that brand new UVC drinking water faucet that they have out, it makes a complete system for us, and we feel completely safe using the water, whether it's for bathing or washing clothes, washing dishes, or drinking it right out of the faucet. I'm going to link the video where we reviewed one of their other products at the end of this video. And again, thank you to Blu Technology for always supporting our channel and coming out with some amazing products for people like us with RVs who need to up their water game. And until next time, everybody, we'll see you on down the road. Bye.
Travels with Delaney. We'll see you on down the road.